Often hailed as the most iconic monster of the Ice Age, the saber-tooth cat holds many secrets that pop culture often gets wrong. Let's dissect the anatomy of this supreme predator. 1. True identity. Not a tiger. Most people call them saber-tooth tigers, but scientifically, this is a misnomer. The most famous genus is Smilodon. The detail: they are not the ancestors of modern tigers or lions. Evolutionarily, the saber-tooth lineage Mechaerodontian split from the modern cat lineage Feline millions of years ago. In fact, your house cat is more closely related to a tiger than a saber-tooth is to a tiger. 2. The saber teeth. Weapon or liability. Their most striking feature is, of course, the upper canine teeth. Size. In the species Smilodon populator, these teeth could reach up to 28 centimeters, 11 inches in length, almost the size of a school ruler. Shape. The teeth weren't round and conical like a lion's. They were flattened, curved backward, and serrated on the rear edge, much like a steak knife. Fragility. Because they were long and flat, these teeth were actually quite fragile. They could not be used to crush bone. If a saber-tooth bit a struggling prey and the tooth hit a bone, it could snap permanently. 3. Extreme jaw mechanism. To accommodate those massive teeth, their mouths required a unique design. The detail: modern big cats, lions, tigers can only open their mouths about 60 degrees. However, Smilodon could open its jaws to an astonishing 120 degrees. This snake-like gape was essential to ensure their long fangs didn't get in the way when positioning a bite. 4. The weak bite paradox. This is the fact that surprises scientists the most. The detail: computer models analyzed that the saber-tooth's bite force was only about 1/3 that of a modern lion. The strategy: lions kill with hammer-like force, crushing the windpipe, while saber-tooths killed with surgical precision. They didn't bite hard. They drove their teeth in, using their incredibly strong neck muscles to slash the carotid arteries and windpipe. The prey died quickly from blood loss, not suffocation. 5. Physique. The wrestler, not a runner, unlike cheetahs or lions that chase down prey in open fields. Evolution designed Smilodon for close-range brute force. Front limb bone structure. Analysis of the humerus upper arm bone of the Smilodon shows that it was much thicker and denser than that of any big cat living today. This provided an anchor for massive muscles. They possessed upper body strength comparable to that of a bear. The short tail bobtail. Notice that saber-tooths are always depicted with short tails. Running cats, like cheetahs or leopards, require long tails to act as a rudder or counterbalance when making sharp turns at high speeds. The Smilodon's short tail proves they did not run to chase prey. Hunting technique: ambush and restrain. Their strategy was to wait in the bushes, ambush. When prey passed by, they would launch themselves, using their body weight and massive forearms to knock the prey to the ground, tackle it like a rugby player. They had to completely restrain the prey until it stopped moving. Why? Because if the prey struggled while they were biting, their flat saber teeth could snap if they hit a bone. 6. The social life hypothesis, the compassion hypothesis. This is one of the hottest topics in paleontology regarding Smilodon. Were they solitary loners or gregarious pack animals? The evidence points toward them being social. Evidence from Libretar pits. This site is a mass grave of thousands of Ice Age fossils. Scientists found many elderly Smilodon fossils with severe bone diseases. Hip dysplasia, a pelvic condition causing severe limping. Broken leg bones that had fused back together. Canine teeth that were broken or completely destroyed by infection. The logic of compassion. In the wild, a solitary predator, like a leopard with a broken leg, would starve to death in weeks because it cannot hunt. The fact that these Smilodon fossils survived for months, or even years, after severe injuries suggests that other individuals fed them or at least protected them from other predators like direwolves. This behavior mimics that of modern lion prides. Vocalization: hyoid bone. Research on their hyoid bone, a bone in the throat, shows a shape similar to that of lions, indicating they likely had the ability to roar to communicate with group members over long distances, rather than just purr. 7. Dietary specialization: megafauna diet. They were extreme picky eaters. Primary prey. Isotopes in their bones show they fed on large herbivores living in forests or open woodlands. Favorite targets included bison, antiquus, larger than modern bison, ancient American camels, camelops, and giant ground sloths, Pyromylodon. The killing technique: canine shearbite. As explained in Part 1, their bite force was weak. However, they had incredibly strong necks. The killing method involved knocking the prey down, opening the mouth wide 120 degrees, positioning the teeth against the neck, using the neck muscles to drive the head backward downward, creating a shearing motion that severed the trachea and carotid arteries instantly. This minimized contact time with the prey and reduced the risk of breaking a tooth. 8. Extinction. The specialist trap. Why did they go extinct 10,000 years ago, while lions and cougars survived? Dependency on slow animals. Sabertooths evolved to be highly efficient killers of large, slow animals. When the Ice Age ended, the climate warmed, dense forests turned into grasslands, and the large animals' megafauna went extinct due to vegetation changes. Outcompeted by generalists, what remained were small, agile animals. Deer, pronghorn, mountain lions, pumas, cougars, and gray wolves survived because they were generalists. They could run fast enough to catch deer, and could eat anything from rabbits to berries if necessary. Smilodon was too heavy and slow to catch a deer. Their saber teeth were also too large and awkward to catch small animals. They died out because they were too specialized for a world that no longer existed. The human factor. Ancient humans. Paleo-Indians entered North America around the same time. Humans hunted the same prey, mammoths, bison. This competition for food sources accelerated the sabertooth's extinction. The sabertooth teaches us that being the strongest and having the biggest weapons, teeth, doesn't guarantee survival if you cannot adapt to a changing world. That wraps up the facts we've gathered about the sabertooth. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.